Rise and Grind, the most important cigars in my collection. Let's get into this list. Hey, at Rise and Grind, we equip you. We share with you the best whiskeys, the best cigars. We help you to elevate, and so that you can enjoy your leisure time. You've been rising, you've been grinding, and we're here to help you on your journey. We want to stop and share with you some important things from my journey. These are my most important cigars. These are cigars that mean the most to me. They're not necessarily the best or the most rarest or the most expensive, but they tell a story. They have been part of my cigar journey. And so we want to share this with you. That's what we do on this channel. This is just a conversation amongst friends. We talk about cigars and whiskeys and cognac and all that. But the important thing is our friendship, our conversation, because that's what the cigar is for. It's to stimulate this interaction between us. And so without further ado, one of the most important cigars in my collection, in my journey, is the Tabernacle. This cigar put out by Foundation. This cigar is everything for me. It's made with a Connecticut broadleaf, and so it tastes, it's gonna have some sweetness, some chocolate, some espresso. And so as far as all the notes and all that stuff, there you go. What does it mean to me? And so the Tabernacle, and so the band, it has Emperor Haile Selassie. He's a Ethiopian emperor, and so that is of great significance to me. My family is Jamaican, and so I grew up with a lot of the Rastafarian culture, and so Haile Selassie was a very pivotal person in that environment. And so just having him on the band, just showing this African king. And so that's what I love with Foundation. They pay tribute and they honor all these different things. And so just having this Ethiopian emperor on a cigar band. And the cigar ends up being a great cigar. Ends up being one of the first that Nick Mandillo puts out after he leaves Drew Estates, starts his own company. And he also had some flavored cigars called the Upsetters, which paid tribute to reggae music. And so when I smoke a cigar like this, the Tabernacle, also referring back to the Bible. And so some of you may know this, I'm a pretty religious guy. And so the Bible, Africa, Jamaica, and a great cigar. And so these are some of the things why this cigar means so much to me. When I first got into cigars, this is one of the ones I gravitated towards. I just love this. I just fell in love with cigars and really fell in love with this particular cigar. And so one of the most important cigars to me is the Tabernacle. Next cigar, we're gonna look at the Ramon Alones. This is a Cuban. Why is this so important for me? This is the first box of Cuban cigars I ever got. And so I started my journey in Cancun, smoked a fake Cohiba, fell in love with cigars. And then I got to a point where I started, buying things like Tabernacles and Olivas, but I never thought I can actually buy a box of Cubans. And so I did, and when it showed up, I was so excited. And I remember taking out all the Cuban stuff and seeing if it was authentic and just being so excited and looking at all I had my UV light and finding out that yes, I've got some real authentic Cuban cigars. And I was just so proud, smoked it, just loved it, fell in love with it. Now this was a couple years ago, some time ago, when these cigars sold for about $10 a cigar. Now they're going for about $20 a cigar. But just to have that, I just remember the feeling I had when it first showed up. I'm not gonna tell you how I got them. And just even all that, the intrigue behind it, feeling as if I'm breaking the law and I'm doing something wrong, and I've got my paraphernalia. And so I just felt so good when it arrived. Felt as if I was just really adding to the culture, adding to the cigar culture. Again, if you're gonna be smoking cigars, having you some authentic Cuban cigars really goes a long way. So when I got this in the mail, or however I got it. I was so excited. And so that's why this cigar means so much to me. Okay, before we continue, I got two more to share with you. Two cigars that just mean the world to me. Very important in my journey. Thank you for being with us on this journey. Welcome. If you haven't subscribed already, we welcome you. This is just a place where we talk about cigars, but the main thing is we talk about our story, our journey. This is really a conversation. So if you want to be a part of this, hit the subscribe button. Let me know, what are the most important cigars to you? I've done videos talking about the most expensive and the best value, but sometimes I just like to talk about the human. What are the cigars that really mean a lot to me? And so that's what we do on this channel. If you want to join, hit the subscribe button. Next cigar that just means the world to me, this is from Crown Heads. This is the Mil Diaz. Now this is one of their limited editions. I believe this might be called the Magicos. Yeah, this is the Magicos. Now, I somehow started smoking these whenever I would get a promotion or something major would happen. And so in fact, this one, it goes back to 2021. So I've had these for about 3 years now. And I told myself, I'm only gonna smoke it if I get a promotion. And then I got a promotion at work. And then another one, and another one, another one. And then a whole bunch of stuff started going good. And so every time something goes good for me, I pull out one of these. And that's what I love about cigars. You can really use them to mark the moment. You can mark these occasions in life. You can remember when you celebrated a promotion, or remember when you celebrated a pay raise, or even you bought a car or bought a house or had a child. And so that's what this cigar is for me. This is, I believe it's an Ecuadorian Habano. I love Crown Heads, love what they put out. But most importantly, what it became for me. And so this became a mark of achievement. And so I have to earn one of these. And I've been lighting up some of these. I bought a box and I just realized I'm about halfway through the box. And so, which shows me that I've been rising, I've been grinding, I've been getting some stuff done. And so that's what this signifies to me. And the last cigar, we've got this. This is an H. Upmann 175th. Now, I believe this is AJ Fernandez did this as his tribute for the 175th anniversary of this company. This is made with a medio tiempo leaf, and so it's a very rare leaf, very strong leaf. And I bought this, and I told myself I'm gonna only smoke these when I've got a good friend over and we're gonna be engaged in a great conversation. And so that's what this cigar then became for me. This is if a buddy calls me up and maybe he wants to celebrate something, or maybe he's having some trouble and he wants to sit and have a talk one-on-one, that's when I pull these out. And so when I look at these, I never smoke these by myself. And so this is always smoked with a friend, and only if he's got some time. As you can see, this is a Churchill. And so these burn slow. It's again medio tiempo. The medio tiempo leaf, this is the leaf that grows at the top. And so not all tobacco stalks have the medio tiempo. And so it's very rare, very hard to come by, very expensive. And so that's when I pull this out. If a friend's coming over and I really want to value that time. And so whenever I look at these and I see them and I think, oh, I want to smoke it, but I can't smoke it by myself. I have to smoke this with a friend. And so that's what cigars mean for me. There's some cigars I'm gonna smoke and enjoy my hard day's work or ending a weekend. But then there's some cigars I just want to smoke with a friend. And so thank you, my friends, for joining me on this journey. Thanks for watching this video as we share with you the cigars that are just important for me. And so we know that you have a story. Keep enjoying your cigars. You write your own narrative. You write your own story. Don't worry about what cigars are hyped and limited editions and all this crazy stuff. We define what's important to us. And so it could be that little cheap cigar if it means a lot to you, if it reminds you of something, if it's significant for you, then go ahead and put that in the comment. Show us what are the cigars that's important for you. Like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.